us. We've been compromised. Mercer knows you're on the payroll. We're evacuating.
Oh, Jesus. You know what he can do? God damn it. He'll kill me. Oh my God. Oh my God, he's here. He's in the building.
I know.
Boarded return. Strike status neutral, over.
Captain, the General is waiting.
1 minute, Corporal. Doctor. McMullen, just what the hell is this thing?
Captain, we don't know enough to say. Whatever Mercer is, he's more like green than not.
But why are they here? What purpose do they serve?
All I know is that if the virus achieves control, we won't be around to see the outcome.
They burned the damn thing to the ground with the people in it. Fuck. And this woman comes out on fire and they just open up on her. And they're just laughing. I'm telling you, these guys are fucking Nazis, man.
Colonel Taggart has issued a lockdown order on the island. This comes down from on high. The old man is here calling the shots personally.
Sir!
I need men with ice water in their veins. Nothing crosses the red line.
The red line is drawn. Nothing gets on or off the island without permission from Blackwatch Command.
Sir!
Gentlemen, we've prepared for this moment for 40 years. We will not fail.
Sir, the Wiseman team is present and ready for the hunt.
Good. Send in the captain.
Sir, is it true he caught the last runner on his own?
Not caught. Killed.
So he's swinging behind the plane as it's trying to limp across the Hudson.
Yeah.
And it's waggling its wings like, don't shoot! I had tone like a mile out.
Boom!
Sir, here's case file. Fire break.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Sir, will it be necessary?
If it comes down to it, just do your job, son. Everything else is in God's hands.
They grabbed an entire apartment block and dragged them into some holding pen they had set up. They're doing that all over the city. Fuck. I'm starting to wonder when it's our turn.
Just give me rough projections on Marine casualties.
Approximately 1,000 to 2,500.
Total?
No, sir. Per week.
Zeus's memory problem might be an advantage we can use. Familiar people, objects, places. These seem to restore memories to Zeus. This restoration is painful.
It can hurt Zeus?
During these moments, Zeus is vulnerable. The more we know about it, and the less it can discover, the better off we are. We can also get creative. We can lie. On my authority, allow 2 of the Penn Station bodies to be handed over to... Do you have a pen?
Go ahead.
St. Paul's Hospital. The pathologist's name is Dr. Raglan.
Director McMullen, you understand I need to report this.
Just do it.
Report 6-1. Under heavy assault, 10-1. Lost 30, 40% of the defensive force at the stadium. Hold that ground, sir. 6-1. 6-1. Radio command. Tell them the stadium's been compromised.
I bet you 2 cartons they have a hell of a bunch of missiles pointed right here at good old NYC.
Damn.
Don't sweat it. We won't even know it when it happens.
Why the fuck are they shooting at us? They're supposed to be on our side.
Damn! Damn!
That is it, man. I'm out of here. I'm gonna smoke anything that ain't a Marine.
Everyone, shut up! I have an announcement. First, these people infected with the virus, they're dead already. Keep your distance, and if they rush you, you shoot to kill.
Cap, when's the cavalry getting here?
Second, the cavalry. We're it.
Look, the last runner took 3 weeks to track down. It hit a podunk bird called Two Bluff, Arizona. No one noticed when the town dried up and blew away. They're clever. The worker bees, the walkers, they just do as they're told. The runners are different. They think.
What about this one?
Her? She's a runner, with nowhere to run.
It's likely the target is a runner. The last we encountered dragged ass across the southwest United States for weeks, infecting as she went.
Sir, what are our rules of engagement?
Immediately call in air support and artillery. If it attempts to relocate before the strike, shoot with the heaviest gear you have at hand. And if it's still kicking after that, leave it to us.
Target, request strike.
Well, they'd come in just as happy as you please. Hell, they'd roll up the damn sleeves for you.
What were you injecting him with? And when was this?
That was the summer of 1963. Damn it if I know what it was. All I know is I didn't want it injected into me.
Sir, we've got the USS Reagan on the comm.
This is Palace Command. What's your status, Citadel?
This is Citadel Command. All hands report stations ready. Jets fueled and ready for overflight of control zone.
Stand by for orders, Citadel.
I've seen this footage before.
But you weren't paying attention. Watch it again. He uses the code to open the door right after consuming the target. That code was only known to 3 people. What if Zeus is collecting minds like a child collects moths? What if he has access to everything anyone he consumes has seen, done, or heard? This would explain several things. Its knowledge of Blackwatch tactics, its ability to pilot aircraft in armor, something Mercer had no training in, as well as its uncanny skill in rooting out sleeper personnel. This would also be very, very bad for all of us at Blackwatch.
The process is this. We remove a small amount of blood from the subject. Her blood is always teeming with variants of the virus. These samples are the key to our research. They could cure every ailment known to man.
Or incite them.
Hope, Idaho was as good a testbed as we were ever going to get without losing everything.
And?
This new outbreak is not following the pathology of the virus. Too many infections, too wide a spread, too many surviving entities. Something's different this time.
I know.
Everyone except the research staff was exposed. The effects, which most thought would be severe, never appeared. No one could understand why, but the virus seemed to be inert in humans. Until the births. They were wrong, but it took 4 years for them to realize it.
You're above it.
And what if this parasite gets out of Mercer?
That's not our concern.
We're supposed to be stopping these things, not manufacturing new ones.
Red ground.
Blackwatch is lying. Something besides Elizabeth Green came out of Hope.
You recall her pelvic x-rays?
No.
Her hip bones indicated a pregnancy.
There's no record of pregnancy on her charts. Who would have the power to conceal that?
Command says close it.
I've been through 3 wars in this tank. I can move through city streets or open desert. Ain't nothing that can stop her. And if anything gets in my way, well, damn, I just go over it.
It represents the most intriguing human carrier ever discovered to date. Its body produces hundreds of unique strains on a daily basis. Most are harmless, a few are deadly.
So what's it doing?
It's like it's evolving at a rapid pace. It's war dialing at a genetic level. It's becoming something else.
Sir, we've re-established contact with the target.
You screwed me, McMullen.
Is this Alex? End this. Come in. Now.
Why didn't you tell me where this sample came from?
I couldn't, Alex. I couldn't risk it.
Yeah, well, you fucked up.
You can't keep me here. I know my rights.
Maybe, but you obviously don't know much about martial law. You have the right to be ventilated. I have the right to burn your home and shoot your dog. Do you understand your rights as I have read them to you?
Yes, yes, please.
Then shut the fuck up.
So you're wondering what Pariah is to Elizabeth Green.
The more interesting question is this. What does Pariah have in common with Alex Mercer? I have my theories. Mercer might be the artificial activation of non-coding regions, something achieved by genetic manipulation. Pariah is a natural release of things buried in the genome. I have a feeling it might be extraordinarily bad if they ever met face to face.
Hey, Blue Boy, get your men out of here.
Thank God you guys are here.
Get your men out now.
Guys, we're done. Let's let the professionals handle it.
What's the word on the new round of test subjects?
Sir, they're testing off the charts. No ill effects at present. No evidence of the unmodified virus.
Prep them for field deployment ASAP.
Sir, I don't think we're ready.
You're not paid to think.
You have no idea what they're planning.
That doesn't make it right.
Listen, they won't risk it. Even McMullen isn't that stupid. I've got them in check.
Yeah. Problem is, they always struck me more as checkers players, Alex.
This weapon is to be given the highest priority. I want it in the field yesterday.
We're producing it as fast as we can. The Harlem facility is getting up to speed as we speak.
Good. We may have just caught a break. Dismissed.
Substance A113A, which we call blood tox due to its odd coloration, is a poison which only affects the blacklight virus.
Side effects?
It shouldn't affect humans at all.
McMullen, Raymond F., DOB, 11055. Doctor of Genetics, University of Pennsylvania, 72175, founded Gentech, 11176. After publication of a paper on non-coding sequences in junk DNA in 1989, was approached by Blackwatch to direct research into DX1118 strain A. For the past 19 years, Blackwatch has been a silent partner in Gentech. McMullen remains the preeminent expert on the nature of the blacklight virus. Current status, possible security risk, targeted by codename Zeus.
We've never seen a pathogen with 99.9% mortality rates.
99.999. It's fast, too. By day 3, it had taken over 70% of the town. The remaining citizens were then forcibly infected. In the first month, half of the population died from the virus, but the illusion of an uninfected town remained intact.
Subject, Green, Elizabeth M., codename Mother. Recovered at Hope, Idaho, 7769. Operation Altruistic. Transferred to Fort Detrick on 8169 for containment. Held at Detrick, Ward F for 9 years, 2 months. 10-1-78, transferred to containment at Governor's Island Medical Station, New York. Moved to Gentech Midtown Facility 1189 for study in Project Blacklight.
What I'm saying is that the subject entered the station with the intent on releasing the weapon.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. I have no doubt.
How many people were exposed?
In the station, sir? I don't know. Hundreds? Thousands? I don't know.
I'm not cleared to speak to you about that.
What if the entire purpose of the Hope outbreak was to breed something new? There were 14 aborted attempts, the Hope children. But only the final result, Pariah, survived. What if this is the start of change on a massive scale?
Operation Altruistic began 7/5/69. Elements of the 1st Biohazard Threat Unit, now called Blackwatch, out of Fort Detrick. The force encountered resistance from infected individuals on the outskirts of Hope, Idaho. After a prolonged skirmish, the town was shelled. It was then recaptured. 2 survivors. 1, Green, Elizabeth A., age 19 years. 2, male child, identity classified beyond top secret.
This substance, what will its effect be on Zeus?
Mercer is different from the average infected, but he does share a similar biology. In my opinion, it will infect him much like it does those tainted with the Blacklight virus.
Will it kill it?
It's too soon to tell.
Send in some heavy hitters.
Listen, you need to get out of there.
We got Mercer on Vox, tracing.
I don't care what they're saying.
We got him. 30th and 7th, moving. On his cell. Sending the squad. Plainclothes.
Go ahead. Sergeant Paulin and myself observed Marine Apache Charlie 1 head out of the corridor. And we are fairly certain it was hijacked. When it was fired upon, we saw it. It? Sir, the pilot, he leapt out of the aircraft. And he hit the ground running, sir.
Sir, I have a priority intercept.
I'm taking out some insurance.
You didn't take it out of the lab, did you?
Yeah. I have it here on me. Wait. Fuck. I gotta go.
While Mother represents what we think is a simple carrier, something we've seen time and again, Pariah is unique.
Why is that exactly?
There are several intriguing anomalies. For one, the subject is male. Secondly, it exhibits no evidence of carrying any virus. However...
Yes?
However, we're not at all certain what it is. When the material is introduced, even at less than 10 parts per million, it hampers the normal biological processes of any infected subject.
How much of this stuff can we get?
Once the plant is fully online, the question is, how much do you want?
Hope, Idaho, Operation Carnival 2. Began 6/11/64, ended 7/7/69. 461 subjects infected with DX1118 variant A. 998 days of no reported infection. Outbreak occurred 8/8/68. Town recaptured 7/7/69. Operation Altruistic. Examination of the infected individuals revealed a new strain of DX1118 not seen before. This is thought to be the source of the Hope outbreak.
You were in special projects? What were you working on?
We didn't know what we were working on. I mean, I pieced it together finally, but by then I was hooked. It was beautiful. It kept changing. It was the single most complicated viral structure I'd ever seen. All in all, I made good time. It only took me 3 years to make it more dangerous by a factor of 10. Morality was not my job. Modifying chimeric viruses was. I wasn't in field applications, I was in engineering.
(11:10:01). Subjects Mercer, Alex J., and Parker Karen I.
If I'm going down, I'm not going alone.
Alex, listen, we can work this out.
It's too late for that.
What do you want, Alex? What can I do?
I want the truth. Where did she come from?
Last I saw, he was running from the building.
Was he carrying anything?
I don't know. His laptop? I think he was carrying his laptop.
Anything else?
I don't know. I can't tell you what I don't know.
Once insinuated into the system, it affects the protein encoding regions of the promoter introns within each cell. In short, it enters, repurposes, and changes the cell. The new cell replicates with formerly dormant non-coding regions active, causing drastic biological changes. More often than not, these changes are too drastic. In 99.9% of the cases, the biology of the organism fails during this repurposing, causing massive organ failure and death. From first infection to death varies per target, but it's usually measured in days or hours.
Green, Elizabeth A., had known associations with 6 of the 27 Hope children. It is unclear if this was the source of her exposure to the DX1118 variant. What is known is this. Green's infection coincides within 2 days of the death of the last Hope child, Alan Michael K., DOD 8668, age 2 years, 2 months.
Raglan Bradley T., date of birth 2/21/60. MD, John Hopkins, 11/1/86. Hired Gentech Special Projects 9987, left Gentech 12/1/92 after refusing to work on Blacklight. Currently employed City of New York pathologist St. Paul's. Under surveillance since 1992. Current status, considered a low priority risk. Potential asset, with the correct leverage.
I don't understand the significance.
Pariah may be the only thing that can stop Mercer and Green. They may not let me know what he is, but I can guess. If Green was an imperfect release of non-coding regions of the genome, and Mercer was something more, what if Pariah was a perfect realization of all the non-coding regions in the genome? It may be the final purpose of all life on Earth.
Mercer, Alexander J., parents divorced, 1 sibling, doctorate genetics, Columbia University, hired Gentech Special Projects, associate director, department classified, level A access, reported to Director McMullen, Raymond. Current status, assigned codename Zeus, priority 1A target, responsible for the release of the Blacklight virus in New York. Do not approach.
I believe Green is some sort of trigger. Imagine life on Earth as a single organism. The disease she releases could be something like a hormone in the body, causing change, shifting the organism.
In this case, shifting life on Earth?
Yes, changing it.
Into what?
Indeed. Into what?
Listen up. You're the first of our group to go into the field and confront the virus directly on its own terms.
Orders?
The old man wants Mercer's head on a platter. Doesn't care how. You'll be priority on strike package intel.
Due to the nature of the virus, extensive surgical modification not possible on other personnel was performed on the decodes. Bulletproof steel inserts were placed beneath the skin of all major soft tissue areas. The healing capacity of the virus makes such enhancements not only advantageous, but extremely efficient. Codename Mother and codename Pariah tested. Mother yielded 14 variants of the DX1118 virus. Pariah tested negative for all viral agents. Subjects were moved to separate, secure facilities for extended study. They represent our last chance of learning anything from Project Carnival 2.
You'll hear a lot of crap about where the group started, Lieutenant, but I'll give you the lay of the land.
Sir.
Son, how do you fight a war?
Sir?
You engage the enemy. In our case, the virus. We couldn't just sit back and study it. We had to experience it. No one had seen anything like it in action before.
Hope, Idaho?
Hope, Idaho was just a sacrificial lamb. Necessary cruelty. Without it, we could not save the world.
I understand, sir.
Of course you do. That's why you're one of us.
I don't know. We don't have all the data. Green seems to be the focus. The others, nothing more than puppets.
Sir, there's no scientific backing to support that.
Look, the centralized control is directed by the focus. It spreads, it thinks, it plans. 40 years of science says it can't be so, but tell me that isn't happening. A strike against the central carrier can decapitate the infection. I feel that in my gut. I don't need science to know that.
What the hell else did they pull out of that place? I mean, she's bad enough. But what else is there?
No one talks about that. If you don't want to end up in a lime pit, I'd shut up. Right now.
Its behavior seems to be changing.
The virus is acting in a manner not consistent with previous outbreaks. We have no idea why.
I've stopped this damn thing before. Stopped it dead. I'll do it again. We've been preparing for this moment for 40 years.
McMullen is missing the point. He has no idea what this life form can do.
What do you mean?
The parasite he's created could be worse than Mercer himself. You can't just go play God and hope it'll all work out.
Report on Project Decode. Virus variant DX1120. Injected into 161 test subjects. No fatalities. Virus replication and regrowth of the organism completed in less than 2 days. Subjects show increased metabolic rate, dramatic strength, and reaction increases. No side effects manifested to date. This ain't just one guy, man, I'm telling you.
What the hell do you think is going on?
Gotta be a bunch of them. All in that hoodie getup, running all around town, causing shit.
In your best recollection, what was the most important discovery in Carnival 2?
Between 1965 and 1968, 27 births occurred in Hope, Idaho. All tested positive for something like DX1118.
These children represented something not seen before. They were infected with the virus in the womb, but when they were born...
They were carrying something else.
All births post-1965 ended in the death of the child from unforeseen genetic defects. Before these deaths, each so-called Hope child exhibited something exceptional. The genetic disorders which claimed their lives were unique. It was almost like the virus was trying to achieve something and failing. This is classified beyond top secret. Project Blackwatch, established 6/9/62 by DARPA and the Department of the Army. Base of operations, Fort Detrick, Maryland. Mandate: research and development of biological weaponry for use against foreign powers. Following Operation Altruistic on 7/7/69, Blackwatch's mandate has changed. It is now detect, conceal, and prevent outbreaks of unknown viruses, both man-modified and natural, on American soil. Blackwatch operates in secret. Officially, they do not exist. Their task is thankless, but necessary in this age of modern warfare. You are now one of them.
This variant they've injected into the decodes. It's 3 weeks old. We shouldn't be putting it out in the field.
At this point, I don't think it'll make much of a difference.
Director McMullen pushed for the weaponization of the sample.
And who did he employ to perform this unauthorized research?
Sir, I have no idea. We had no access to the Blacklight lab. This place is a network of need-to-know silos.
Phone call, 122104. Subjects Randall, Peter, McMullen, Raymond. Topic Mercer, Alex J.
This, Risk, Mercer, what's his status?
Yeah, he's under 24-hour watch.
And he still has access to Green?
For now, yes. His work has been fundamental in unlocking the Blacklight virus.
You keep him on a tight leash. You know what's at stake here.